your block of red tape for us.
I'm back. I made it. He tried to start recording without me. I made it. He tried to start recording without me. Don't let that shit happen again, nigga. Goddamn.
I was trying to get lit to the polo. I was trying not to be late. No to the polo?
Y'all don't understand.
We gonna restart the polo intro.
Y'all don't understand. Okay, I couldn't be late. I had to make it on time. I tried to jump in the stool, but I kind of went. That wasn't playing.
Wait. On the E-way, don't care if I crash in this school. I've been thinking about to lose my mind in this school. Say so there's on some drugs, man. I'll pee the juice. We were to go off the perks. I popped my last one with you. Want to find them with crew. And they'll take a little while with you. They like who wants smoke? We got plenty guns. Let's say this is we gon' get them done. How was it certain we gon' clip this gun? We was going down. All this shit was why this shit was fun.
Falling on these niggas, I don't catch it.
Now, that was a banger intro. Alright, we back now, y'all.
Well, except that kind of okay. The landing kind of hurt. I don't know if you saw how
that shit probably did hurt.
It kind of hurt. I meant to land in the chair, like laying down like this or some shit. Be like, I kind of just jumped too far.
Yeah, I see that. But hey, we back. Shout out to all the love for our last video. Shout out to all the love for our shorts and everything. Okay. We back. Hey, about to get rage baited again.
So we figured we looked at the second Megamind, right?
Say it.
We watched the video. So we thought, since y'all seem to fuck with it, enjoy it, right? Why not just go ahead and react to the second one?
Yep.
So we had to go back to bro YouTube channel. He just happened to have the
shout out to the nigga real quick. We're gonna link the nigga video in the description. We're gonna get into this shit. I'm not ready for this shit, bro. Are you ready for this?
Fuck no.
Neither am I.
I thought I was ready for the last one. Yeah. Was not at all.
You ready for this?
3 hours! Now in my last video, I give my thoughts and opinions about the new Megamind movie. For those who haven't seen it, I recommend you do, because this video won't make any sense. But if not, all you need to know is that I thought it was FUCKING SHIT! Megamind 2 is a disgrace to the original.
And it was. And it really was. No.
Why is Roxanne built like that?
And I wish that it ended there. But unfortunately, as I mentioned in the video, there is a Megamind TV show. And I swear to God, bro, the Megamind TV show has got to be the worst goddamn animated series I've ever seen in my life, okay? I didn't think it was possible, but this pile of dog shit is even worse than the trash-ass Megamind sequel. As a matter of fact, it seems like the entire point of that trash-ass Megamind sequel is to set up an even more trash-ass Megamind show. This shit destroys everything left of the original, to the point where there's no way in hell you could even call it a Megamind adaptation. There are 8 episodes to get through, so fuck it, let's just start with... Episode 1 begins with Megamind adjusting to his new life as a hero. Oh, but not just any hero, a hero that's also a social media influencer. You see, the retirement home that wrote this fucking show probably realized that, hey, you know what the kids love? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Twitch.tv. Did you hear that
I thought that's what the little bitch was for.
I was gonna say, don't tell me he's gonna start being, because that defeats the whole purpose of her point.
That defines the purpose of her character.
Her whole thing.
Mine's one of those goddamn internet maymays. You know those maymays the kids love, like fucking flossing. They talk about fucking flossing in the show.
Do I need to exercise? What about flossing?
So we then open with quite possibly the least threatening robbery I've ever seen in my life. It's broad daylight, this motherfucker has no weapons, not a bat, a blade, the blicky, nothing. Luckily, Megamind and Chum arrive on the scene to save the day, but are quickly interrupted by a new
I'm sorry, if you try to rob me with no weapon, I'm beating your ass. I don't care if it's at work, I don't care if I'm outside, I'm going to beat you.
You must be Conor McGregor. You must be Conor McGregor, what's his name?
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley. If you gonna rob me with no weapon, you must be real confident in your fucking hands, because you're dumb.
superhero known as Dude Monkey, a dipshit influencer who vlogs himself fighting crime. Dude Monkey easily disposed of the robber, returns the money to the cashier, roasts Megamind on camera, and then disappears. I gotta say, Dude Monkey is one of the most insufferable characters on this show.
Say banana ding dong!
Oh my god! No! What the fuck did he just say? Say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again.
No.
Say it again.
No.
Characters on this show.
Say it again.
Say banana ding dong!
Shut your dumb ass up!
Post that on your social and you'll get buku engagements.
Nobody fucking talks like.
Say it again, say it again.
Post that on your social and you'll get buku engagements.
Nobody fucking talks.
Shut your dumb ass up! Oh my god!
If we ever start talking like this, please unsubscribe. Just like take your lights
report
off all
me!
our videos.
Report me! Report the channel!
You
Delete
can fucking dox me. If I start talking like this,
it's the most cringe, out of touch old person's idea of what young people sound and act like. Overly obnoxious cameras, wacky hip internet, dude, monkey, whoa! Megamind then visits Mayor Roxanne's office, and we learn that the Doom Syndicate he spent the entirety of the last movie putting in prison broke out of prison.
Introducing Grammarly, like you've never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential.
So we're
This
back.
is
We're back
Paraphraser,
to fucking.
your
We're
go-to
back to
tool
just.
for
We're back to just undoing everything.
Just as Roxanne's about to ask Megamind for a favor, her bitch of an assistant storms in to snatch the opportunity away from him. Megamind and the assistant fight over a piece of paper, which turns out to be an appearance invitation for Megamind at an aquarium. But since the assistant hates Megamind, she really wants Dude Monkey to do the gig instead. So they fight some more, but Roxanne ultimately chooses Megamind. By the way, it's really great to see this show continue Megamind's regression from genius hero to dumb fuck man-child. Back at the lair, the annoying-ass Megamind stan who now works for Megamind tells him that Dude Monkey is trolling him on the internet. Megamind, being a certified dumbass, doesn't know how the internet works, so she has to teach him. Using his newfound knowledge of social media, Megamind goes to the streets to film a vlog of his own, but he struggles because he's too unnatural on camera. So then, the annoying-ass Megamind stan says,
That's not true! How is he unnatural on camera when in the fucking first movie, he was literally using his henchmen thingies as cameras.
To broadcast.
To broadcasting. He was literally a whole camera. His whole face was a fucking thing.
Bro.
His whole thing in the first movie was entertaining people as a villain.
That
was literally the whole concept of the first movie, was being an entertaining villain.
Okay.
Who got bored.
But also, you're supposed to be a super genius level super villain.
Big ass brain.
Why the fuck are you hiring a child who runs your fan club? What does she do? What does she add?
Just that he recorded
Minion might be
something
some
heroic,
muscle. At
and
least he could
conveniently out of nowhere, the one motherfucker in this abandoned city is about to get rammed by the only fucking car that's driving. Seizing the opportunity, Megamind rushes to save the pedestrian by blowing up his car with a dehydration gun?
No.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me the dehydration gun, the most OP gun in this entire universe, has more than one setting? Disintegrate, degravity, deep freeze, delock, demoralize, debilitate, destroy? Why the fuck does he not use this gun all the time? Also, since I'm being petty, the transition to the scene was absolutely atrocious. They do this little camera pan from right to left, which is supposed to be the transition, but then they cut to something entirely different at the end of the transition, defeating the purpose of the transition. What's the point of panning the camera if you're just gonna cut? We then find out that the guy who literally almost died is a grown-ass Dude Monkey fan. The fan wants a pic with them and tells Megamind to fuck off. To make things even worse, Roxanne decides to go with Dude Monkey for the aquarium event Megamind was initially supposed to host. Before Megamind could even plead his case, Dude Monkey posts another video of himself stopping crime.
Hey, my wallet! Sup, dude, Monkarinos? Pretty much gonna declare myself.
Where the fuck are the guys that were just behind him? They were running! It takes like a whole 10 seconds until the dudes magically reappear and start moving again. The animators are so goddamn lazy that they couldn't...
That's exactly what this me and this nigga are thinking the same shit at the exact same time, because I just said that. What, did they stop?
That's what.
Hey bro, It's like that GTA mission where a nigga steal a wallet. You can either give it back and you can give it back to the person.
Bro, I want you to, nigga. That's
trying
what
to fix
question.
a mistake like this in the first episode. So anyway, Megamind tries to one-up Dude Monkey by being just as cool in Sigma as him. Megamind goes after Lord Nighty Night, who's stealing a fucking fishbowl for some reason, and every single one of Megamind's attempts at being cool and trying to catch him fails miserably. Once again, he has a gun that could wipe out the entire human race, but he's too stupid to use it when it matters. Back at the lair, the annoying-ass Megamind Stan finds the footage of Megamind being a dumbass funny and recommends that he upload it to show off his human side. But this suggestion angers Megamind and he demotes her. Attempting to delete the footage, Megamind accidentally posts it to the internet, and whoa, it does insane numbers! 6 billion views and counting, 124,000 likes and 0.
Those statistics are dark shit.
Cap.
6 billion and only 124K.
No, I'm saying this. This is cap. You're telling me everyone that watched this was like that? No.
Dislikes. Damn, that's a terrible ratio. 6 billion people watch this and only 100,000 people click the like button? Yeah, okay, buddy. Also, there's like nobody in this city. No way in hell 6 billion motherfuckers even watching this shit. After this surprising success, Megamind...
Stop buying views, nigga.
There's 8 billion niggas in the world. There's no way this nigga just magically in a couple hours is seen by almost the entire world except for 2 billion people.
He promotes the annoying-ass Stan. As they continue to investigate Lord Nighty Night's shenanigans, they discover that the reason he was stealing a fishbowl was the aquarium event. Wow, what a twist. At the aquarium, which is reused from Megamind 2, Monkey Dipshit gives a speech to the city. Roxanne then receives a call from Megamind warning her that Lord Nighty Night is hiding in one of the food carts. Oh yeah, another thing to mention, just because people commented on this in the last video and you will continue to notice it throughout the entirety of the show, is that almost all the character models of the civilians are reused.
Yeah.
It's blatant how cheap this shit is. Just look at this shot, bro. It's like the same 5...
Oh my god, it really is the same 5. They're literally side by side the same people.
These three bitches right. These three right here. These two right here. Them
Nigga,
two.
these two are side by side. These two are side by side. These two. Hold on.
Models. So then Lord Nighty Night pops out of one of the carts. Dude Monkey attempts to fight him, thinking that it's an actor that he hired. You see, this is where we find out that Dude Monkey is actually a fraud who stages all the crimes he stops. But Lord Nighty Night in this case is actually real, so he kicks Dude Monkey's ass and scares him away. Then Megamind shows up and fucking one-shots Lord Nighty Night with a defreeze gun. Damn, that's a nice surprise. Surely he'll...
Why didn't you just do that when you saw him the first time?
You have literally all of these options, and you threw handcuffs behind you that didn't even get to them. Remind you, this is Megamind. His thing is his
uses
fucking
weapon logically
brain.
for the rest of the show. Of course not! So then Megamind records Dude Monkey admitting to being a fraud and revels in the praise from the city. And then Chum makes his own epic meme.
Pretty chill, oh boy. I think you...
OMG, what a raffle, Lolex. While the attendants are distracted, the frozen Lord Nighty Night becomes a shadow and sneaks into the lab with his fish.
We got Megamind saying homeboy, floss, and all this dumb shit before we got GTA fucking 6.
We got Megamind wearing a hat like this before GTA 6. We got Megamind hiring a literal child who just runs his fan club and watches shit about him. Hired.
Sometime
The
later, he
woman who
escapes
loves
with the starfish,
recording
which we learn
is
has
magically
regenerative
the fucking
abilities.
man
The floating
now.
brain from Megamind 2's post-credits scene appears out of the shadows and maniacally laughs because he's evil. We begin this episode with a blindfolded Megamind anxiously anticipating a surprise from Roxanne. The surprise ends up being a Megamind-themed donut shop as part of the same donut shop from the movie.
The one that
two
he
are greeted
wasn't allowed
inside
in?
by Mr. Donut, that's his actual fucking name, who gives them a tour of the kitchen. Megamind is not allowed to eat inside the kitchen, but his intrusive thoughts tempt him to devour a donut. Roxanne fights for him to let go of the donut, but they accidentally shoot jelly onto the floor, causing Mr. Donut to slip and fall into a vat of glaze. In order to save him, Megamind shoots his laser gun into the glaze tank and dumps out Mr. Donut, but he needs to be taken to the hospital. Later, a fresh out of the hospital Mr. Donut needs help repairing his shop. In order to reheat the broken glaze container, Megamind gives Mr. Donut his laser glove, which quickly does the trick. But considering that Mr. Donut was just doused in a pool of cum, Chum, his entire body is still sticky and the glove is now stuck to his hand. They attempt to take it off, but he's also running late to the bank, so Megamind's like, fuck it, just take this weapon with you, what's the worst that can happen? And shockingly, Mr. Donut is accused of attempted robbery as he showed up to the bank with a weapon. Megamind and Chum attempt to restrain him, but the laser keeps malfunctioning. As the building continues to get blasted to bits, a piece of the ceiling whacks Mr. Donut in the head and knocks him unconscious. Appearing just a second too late, the annoying-ass Megamind stand finds a torn piece of paper reading the words Opera Pay Mega. Megamind and Chum take Mr. Donut back to a secret abandoned warehouse, but due to his head injuries, he doesn't remember shit. So Megamind and Chum have the great idea of leaving the dementia-ridden Mr. Donut all by himself. As he wanders his foreign surroundings, Mr. Donut is confronted by none other than the Go Fish Gang, who also broke out of prison since the last movie. This warehouse turns out to be the Go Fish Gang's hideout, and while they are initially hostile, they recognize Mr. Donut from the breaking news.
Oh, we're the Go Fish Gang, and we're huge
What was that about? Hold on.
fans.
He's been
Fans from what? He was on the news one time. He didn't even do nothing. What are you fans of? What are you
a villain for like 3 minutes. How the fuck are they idolizing him? Anyway, they take him out to their next scheme where Queso over here is struggling to break open a door. So Mr. Donut shoots it open with his laser glove. We don't even see what's inside this building or room that they're breaking into. The first shot is them walking in and the next shot is them walking out. So then Mr. Donut officially joins the Go Fish Gang and they plot to go after Megamind. Roxanne gets pissed that Megamind left a memory deficient Mr. Donut all by himself. So Megamind calls Mr. Donut, who pretends to have been kidnapped by the Go Fish Gang. Fearing his safety, Megamind and Chum rush to the hideout to save him.
Bro.
Meanwhile, Roxanne and the annoying-ass Megamind stand investigate the donut shop while it's closed. Roxanne discovers that Opera Pay Mega is actually Operation Payback Megamind. But then, unexpectedly, somebody else enters the shop. This woman turns out to be Mrs. Donut, who is preparing thank you decorations for Operation Payback Megamind. It's a surprise party for Megamind after he saved Mr. Donut's life. So then Roxanne and the annoying-ass Megamind stand explain that Mr. Donut has gone crazy and that the only way to save him is with the power of family. Megamind and Chum get trapped by Mr. Donut and the Go Fish Gang, and right as they're about to die, Mr. Donut's family shows up and he becomes a good guy, fights alongside Megamind, and the Go Fish Gang gets arrested. This episode is so fucking stupid that I don't want to talk about for more than 15 seconds. Essentially, Chum is mad at the annoying-ass Megamind stand for being a slob, a bunch of roaches start a rebellion in the lair, Megamind's afraid of roaches, and then he's not, and then Chum and the annoying-ass Megamind stand become friends. That's it. Megamind visits a stressed out Roxanne, who on top of her mayoral duties has to deal with yet another member of the Doom Syndicate, Lady Doppler, roaming free yet again. To fix this stress, Megamind uses his new body switch device on Roxanne. Unfortunately, this switch can only wear off over time, leaving Megamind and Roxanne stuck as each other. They argue, and then Roxanne's like, I bet I can do your job better than you, and vice versa. So then Roxanne has to go to a ceremony and give the annoying-ass Megamind stand some award that no one gives a shit about, and she immediately finds out that Roxanne is Megamind. Meanwhile, Mayor Megamind signs off on a bunch of stupid laws and Roxanne pretty much destroys the entire city while fighting crime. Then a bunch of angry motherfuckers try to storm the Capitol and Megamind has no idea what to do.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
So he calls Roxanne for help, to which she tells him to be a good leader and calm the storm. The problem is that he's fucking terrible at it and eventually Lady Doppler shows up. Roxanne tries to fight her but loses, and then Megamind finally gives a good speech that unites the citizens but is cut off by Lady Doppler's arrival at the Capitol building. Meanwhile, Roxanne is all sad because she feels like she's an imposter, until the annoying-ass Megamind stand gives a Darman life lesson to get her motivated again. Lady Doppler attempts to kill Megamind, but then Roxanne distracts her long enough for Chum to trap her in a goddamn snow globe. The city celebrates and both Megamind and Roxanne revert back.
It's just like, I know y'all probably wanting some commentary, but like, right now, like, I'm dead ass kind of just speechless. Like, this shit is so ass. This shit is genuinely just so bun booty ass. Like, nothing's the same, nothing makes sense, and everything contradicts itself. Like, it's just ass. Like, it's terrible.
back to their original bodies. Okay, so Megamind and the crew play a game of Guess Who, but with an electric shock feature if they get a question wrong. During a round between Megamind and Roxanne, they start to reminisce about their relationship. Obviously, they're still not together because they abandoned all that shit from the first movie, but they have a moment regardless. Then the annoying-ass Megamind stan has to head home to finish a school project, and we also learn that her teacher is an old friend of Roxanne, Bennett. Meanwhile, Megamind gets a tour of the school from the annoying-ass Stan. Beyond excited being in the proximity of children, Megamind is eager to take a gander in the school's classrooms. But to his disappointment, he finds nothing more than Roxanne and—
Wait, hold on. You want to see something really fucked up? How the fuck do you spell? Hold on. You ready to see this shit? Alright, you see that right there?
Where did this come from? The nigga's name wasn't even Bernard. We were talking about Bennett.
Yeah, no, but I got called Bernard yesterday.
That's tough.
Yeah, and
You also knocked Donkey over.
I did knock the donkey over.
Yeah, Donkey's kind of knocked the fuck out right now.
Do y'all see the similarities in me and... Hold on.
Are you gonna say it? You wanna say it? You want me to? Nigga, what the fuck?
I don't look like Bernard?
Okay, I'm gonna say what everyone's thinking. Let's get back to the video, nigga.
Okay.
Gotta get back to the content. Funny joke, but
I just thought
nigga, we gotta react to this ass
I
shit.
just thought I looked like Bernard. Where'd the video go? Oh, there it is.
I was in the thing. Dang, what? What happened?
Bennett having a fun time without him. Back at the lair, Megamind lays on his couch depressed over Roxanne and Bennett's relationship. The annoying-ass Megamind stan tells him that he's jealous, but he remains in denial. Here, Megamind also reveals that Roxanne's like the only friend he has, and now because of Bennett, he has no friends. But then Chum's like, I'm your friend, and Megamind's like, shut the fuck up, and Minion's like, okay, because I guess he's cool with being a doormat again. And it's actually so funny because they've done this plot 3 times now. In Megamind 1, Megamind learns to treat Minion better. In Megamind 2, he again has to learn to treat him better. And in the show, he's still an asshole to him. There's no character development. After the annoying-ass Megamind stan goes home, Megamind takes his school project and modifies the robot into Pal 3000, his new best friend. Him and Pal visit the donut shop for the sole purpose of making Roxanne.
So this nigga made the robot from Iron Man. He made the robot hand from Iron Man.
Jealous. Megamind acts like a 5-year-old, and eventually Pal 3000 takes things too far and wrecks the shop. Then the annoying-ass Megamind stan angrily finds out what Megamind did to her project, so Megamind has to tell Pal that they are no longer pals. Unfortunately, this causes Pal to go on a rampage looking for another replacement Megamind, and he wrecks the city. Fast forward a bunch of bullshit, and Megamind pretends to be friends with Pal just long enough for Roxanne to throw the fucking electric Guess Who at him, causing him to malfunction. Pal is all sad and he wants to die, but then Megamind apologizes and he's all cool again, and the girl passes her class. Roxanne later tells Megamind that Bennett is a nerd and she doesn't like him.
What the fuck? Bro, I don't care about your damn cat, bitch.
Hey, wasn't she just arrested like 2 episodes ago? This episode is so fucking boring, bro. Okay, so
We used the same plot of him not
Megamind is
treating
sleepy.
Minion.
Chum makes clones of himself. The clones become Giga Chum, and then Chum defeats Giga Chum, and then the episode ends with the floating brain gathering all the materials he needs for his plan, except for Megamind's binky. So he sets his sights on the annoying ass Megamind stand to get it. So Chum freaks out because the golden hairbrush from the last episode has been stolen. The annoying ass Megamind stands like, who gives a fuck, it's just a stupid hairbrush. But it turns out that its owner is none other than the floating brain guy, whose real name is Machiavellian. Megamind explains that Machiavellian is his old master who taught him everything he knows in villain school, and even drops a Megamind 1 reference.
Presentation!
Don't say that shit again.
Okay.
You see, the problem with this explanation is that it completely destroys Megamind's backstory. When Megamind goes to school in the first movie, he's a complete loner who only shares a bond with one person, and that's Minion. The whole reason why Megamind was a good villain wasn't because he learned how to be one. He was good at it because everyone else treated him like one. So not only did this shit universe establish a Doom Syndicate that fits nowhere within this villain origin timeline, but also an entire teacher who taught him everything about being bad. It's so...
That's not... The prisons taught him how to be bad.
Can we, whoever, when they wrote this, when they wrote the sequel, and when they wrote this, I wish I could have gave them a blunt. I wish I could have sat down to smoke with them.
Y'all should have smoked first.
Cause what the fuck were you thinking?
goddamn stupid and unnecessary. So then Roxanne gives the annoying ass Megamind Stan a drone because it's her birthday. Megamind completely forgot about this, but the annoying ass Megamind Stan says he owes her after the events of the last movie. She wants to be taught by Megamind just like Machiavellian taught him, but he tells her to fuck off. Since Megamind won't train her, the annoying ass Megamind Stan steals his disguise watch and attempts to infiltrate the Doom Syndicate by pretending to be Lord Nighty Night, who's currently in prison. These motherfuckers are in and out of prison like every episode, I've lost track. Using her savvy tech skills, the annoying ass Megamind Stan is able to pinpoint the Doom Syndicate's hideout, which exists inside of an office. Hideout is some generic minimalist tech hell, and one of the employees happens to be Mayor Dumbfuck. Oh, I'm sorry, former Mayor Dumbfuck, who constantly gets bullied by the Doom Syndicate. The annoying ass Megamind Stan walks in to get the deets about the Doom Syndicate's next move, but then Lady Doppler's all like, "Where are the sandwiches you were supposed to bring?" And peer pressure is like, "Wash my beret!" So the annoying ass Megamind Stan is stuck doing all the chores that Lord Nighty Night was supposed to do. Meanwhile, Megamind fucking sucks at baking a cake. We then cut back to the office where the former mayor is being treated like a lapdog by the Doom Syndicate. Feeling awful about this, the annoying ass Megamind Stan treated like a lapdog.
Alright, let me tell you what you missed.
How do you go from the former mayor to being on your all fours, your hands and knees?
Let me tell you what you missed. That's the little girl. She stole Megamind's disguise watch to disguise as this nigga. But this nigga is doing errands for everyone. He's supposed to clean the mime nigga's beret. He's supposed to bring sandwiches. He's supposed to do some laundry or whatever. Even the big nigga gave him like some laundry or something.
By the Doom Syndicate. Feeling awful about this, the annoying ass Megamind Stan reveals to him that she's in disguise and asks for his help in case of an emergency. The former mayor reveals his name to be Jody Smelt and that he can do literally anything because it's convenient to the plot. Back in disguise, the annoying ass Megamind Stan has completed all the chores and is finally invited to the Doom Syndicate's meeting. But right before it begins, the real Lord Nighty Night shows up. They both argue over who's the real one, leaving the Doom Syndicate divided. That is, until Machiavellian makes his arrival. He immediately notices the disguise watch on the fake Lord Nighty Night and blows her cover. Machiavellian explains that Megamind wasted his own life and is being dismissive of her potential as a villain. She plays along with this idea of going rogue, but Machiavellian says that in order for her to gain his trust, she must steal Megamind's pinky. Back at the lair, Megamind makes a cake that is so unbelievably dogshit that he paralyzes himself and Roxanne. The annoying ass Megamind Stan somehow reaches the ceiling of the hideout.
Okay, besides, how does that even work?
No,
how do you eat a cake?
No.
Out and sneaks into Megamind's room to steal the binky. She realizes how powerful the binky is, so she asks Jody to make a fake, which he completes in 15 minutes. The annoying ass Megamind Stan gives Machiavellian the binky, which he then reveals is the most powerful energy source in the world, and he's going to use it to restore his original body. But right as the annoying ass Megamind Stan's about to leave, she does the stupidest fucking thing where she goes like, "Ha, pranked y'all, that's not the real binky, the real one's in my backpack," and then runs away. So then the Doom Syndicate chases her down, but she easily uses their powers against them and escapes. The Doom Syndicate returns to the office all disappointed until Machiavellian reveals that he actually stole the real binky this entire time. what? When he was explaining the entire plot of the show, he secretly swapped the Binky in the girl's backpack. The annoying-ass Megamind stan realizes she lost the real Binky and returns to the lair all depressed. Megamind, finally being a good friend, throws a birthday party for her. However, since she fucked up pretty bad, she runs away embarrassed, leaving the crew confused. We cut back to the office where Machiavellian finally regenerates himself. Last episode, holy shit! Machiavellian makes his glamorous first appearance and says the funny line.
Presentation!
Stop! Meanwhile, the 20 people that live in Metrocity have gathered for Comet Day. While Chum is watching the event on TV, he notices the annoying-ass Megamind stan acting irritable. She confesses that she gave Megamind's Binky to Machiavellian, which freaks out Chum. She wants to be the one to tell Megamind, but when he wakes, he cuts her off before she can speak when he realizes he's running late to the Comet ceremony. Right before he leaves, Machiavellian interrupts.
Wasn't that the Metro Man? It's the Metro Man logo, isn't it?
What?
Speak when he realizes he's running late to the Comet.
No, that's Megamind.
Okay.
It's the one that built.
Right before he leaves, Machiavellian
My fault.
interrupts his TV signal and reveals that he's put 3 challenges in the city for Megamind to solve, with just 1 hour to do so. So Megamind, Chum, and the annoying-ass Megamind stan drive away looking to locate the first challenge. Machiavellian appears via hologram to give the crew a riddle to guide them in the right direction. This riddle ends up leading...
How does everybody in their mama have this nigga hologram number? Like, it's in their phone and shit. Like, how do you just real quick speed dial on some Rick and Morty shit? What the fuck?
them to the observatory, which is the same place where Metro Man was killed in Megamind 1. Cool Easter egg, they don't mention this at all. At the observatory, the annoying-ass Megamind stan attempts to confess yet again.
Little do we fucking know, Mega Man's coming back or some dumb shit.
But is cut off, this time by peer pressure who is atop the building. He creates a bunch of fake clones of himself to which Megamind easily takes care of using the debilitate function on his gun. Then a pissed off Roxanne calls Megamind out for not appearing at the ceremony, but before he can respond, Machiavellian interrupts to drop another clue. Every time he drops a riddle, there's no build up to it being solved. He just says the clue and then the crew immediately guesses it and goes there. So this location they go to for challenge 2 is an electrical power plant, and take a guess who shows up to fight them. Lady Doppler.
Wow.
The annoying-ass Megamind stan talks some shit to her and, like before, gets her to electrocute herself and then inadvertently blows up the city.
You got beat the same way twice, but this time it was by a little girl.
Talks some shit to her and, like before, gets her to
That one might be a little more believable. I'm not over
The
the
rope.
fucking rope. Let's talk about the...
It's not even tied around her ankle.
It's wrapped around.
It's just wrapped. Should that shit not just slip off? Also, is she not wearing like rubber boots and rubber gloves? It looks like rain boots, which are made of rubber, which aren't conductive. Also, it's
and then
your
inadvertently
superpower.
blows up the city power plant, causing Roxanne's live feed to cut out completely. The final challenge ends up being Machiavellian, Lord 99, and Behemoth breaking into Megamind's lair. They take over all of his equipment and drones to terrorize the people of Metrocity. To cut off Machiavellian's access to his tech, Megamind destroys his tech satellite from outer space, but before he can celebrate, Machiavellian reveals he's retargeted his laser to shoot at the comet, which is now headed straight toward Metrocity. Megamind is all depressed because he feels like he's fucked up.
Yeah, no shit!
And it is at this point we learn information about Megamind that completely destroys anything redeemable about this show.
When I was a student, I accidentally left the gamma chamber on while heating a burrito. I came back from an errand to find Machiavellian's entire fortress burned to ashes. I'm not proud of it, but I took credit for destroying my master. And on that lie, I went from being an ordinary villain to a super one.
I finally hear the difference in Megamind's voice now, and that shit is so dog shit. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
So he's a fraud! Megamind is not him. He was never a genius supervillain. So then the annoying-ass Megamind stan tells Megamind what to do because he's a scammer. She says to try to use his...
You would think we would know how Megamind became the super villain that everybody was so scared of in the first movie. Why is this something that we're just now learning about? Why is his master... Bro, nigga, he literally was given flashcards in fucking prison as a baby. That's how he learned right from wrong. Because literally they were like, wrong means right and right means wrong. Like,
D whatever gun to destroy the comet, because as we've seen, it literally does everything. Megamind arrives to save the city, hooks the gun up to his car, and enables the destroy setting. He shoots at the world is about to be obliterated. Megamind locks eyes with Roxanne and begins to confess his inner feelings until Machiavellian interrupts. Machiavellian destroys the comet. Then Machiavellian descends and takes credit. Stone is stronger than Machiavellian destroys the comet with a stone statue. I guess stone is stronger than galactic lasers, but who gives a shit? Then Machiavellian descends and takes credit as the new hero of Metrosity, which is co-signed by the entire city. Okay,
Also, can we talk about how this nigga is powered by a binky? We ain't gonna talk about that?
Hold on, I fucked up.
Yeah, see, look, this the shit I was talking about too. He's an alien. This nigga had the same, like, backstory as Superman.
Superman, yep.
Nigga crash lands on Earth, right?
Right.
Gets picked up at school, goes to jail.
No, here's my
What?
thing. Here, let me tell you what I think. The villain did all of that just to look like the hero, so literally that whole season was just for nothing. That whole season was for the villain to look like the hero. That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Don't watch this show. This is the dumbest shit in the world.
Actual dog shit.
This is ass. This is literally butt cheeks. Ain't been wiped for 2 weeks type ass. Bro,
this is like
the kid in the back room.
This is like bounce that ass. Homeless man ain't wiped his shit in a couple weeks and he's got doodle stains on his drawers ass.
Alright, hey, we gonna hit a motherfucking ghost real quick. God
damn, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro. They just destroyed the whole nigga background, all this, bro. Everything. Nothing makes sense. Nothing. Double wing, goddamn.
Hey, this banger video.
Crazy how we turned such an ass movie into a banger video. God damn.
Hey, shout out to all the love.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the support. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, we gonna catch y'all later. Green Mile Gang, for real. We gonna do the outro now. Don't go to Green Mile. Wait. God damn it. Don't go to Extra Mile. Go to Green Mile.
No, you gotta do. Yeah,
Okay.
you did that by yourself because
Okay,
you
ready,
fucked that.
ready.
You.
Ready?
Are you ready to do it right now?
Ready?
Don't do the GMG
Good,
like that.
Don't go to Extra Mile. Go to Green Mile.
Nigga.
Indeed.